slow down and enjoy things. That's what our hosts Steve Andrews and Sally James do on Slow Living Radio. They do everything slowly, and they do it for you Saturday and Sunday at 2 p.m., Tuesdays at 11 p.m., and Monday nights at 7 p.m. It's Slow Living Radio, the best in food, the best in entertainment, the best in drinks, including great wine. All with Sally James and Steve Andrews. Slow Living Radio on CRN.
Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the PM show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. Let us entertain you for the next hour as we bring you some great TV moments with the man sitting across from me, Mr. Larry Manetti, and, of course, his lovely wife, Nancy. Hey, guys. Welcome to the show.
Hi, Eric. How are you?
Oh, man. Excited about today's show. Of course, David Proval is going to be joining us today.
Cool guy. Hey, and you know what?
Hi, Eric.
Hey, Nancy.
Twang your magic twanger, Froggy.
Hi, kids. Hi.
So, David Proval is a very consummate actor. I know a lot about him. Folks are going to be intrigued with him. He's a real New York theater actor.
Oh, yeah.
And started off on films like... Hold on, my wife is disrupting me.
Oh, horse patoots.
Knocking all my papers off. Anyway...
Excuse me, am I over here? You're over there.
He was on Mean Streets and was hooked up with Scorsese. He's in with the Robert De Niro... Joe Pesci guys.
Yeah, he's within the gang, isn't he?
Yeah,
I would say the A-list.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. What am I, in the Z-list?
Yeah, como se come.
Oh, yeah. You know, I don't know what that means. Maybe it's a good thing.
I know. And someday all this will be yours.
So, hey, what about us Americans? And by the way, folks, I'm going to knock Donald Trump because... the Mexican Americans, and how wonderful our soccer team did.
What does that have to do with Mexican Americans?
Because I'm still burnt with Donald Trump. I'm finding any excuse.
Here's the deal. We salute and congratulate the U.S. women's soccer team. They were phenomenal.
Yeah, they were.
Phenomenal. They beat the patoots off of the Japanese.
Yeah.
You want to hear a little bit? You want to hear a little bit of controversy?
What?
FIFA, the international organization that regulates soccer, paid the winning U.S. women's team $2 million, right?
For what?
For winning. That was the pot, was $2 million. Now, that is 1/6 of what the losing U.S. men's team got just for being in the qualifier.
So why is that a controversy?
Well, because they're saying that women, the winners, they should have gotten a good portion of that money. The men got 6 times that for losing.
Okay, there you go. See, the men think they're better than the women.
Well, of course we are.
There ain't no doubt about it.
Hey, you know what, though, Nancy? You're right. It was the most watched soccer game in the United States history.
It was phenomenal. Yeah. But everybody has to remember this. Behind every great man, there is a magnificent woman. And don't ever forget that.
That's true. Considering that you're...
you heard it here first. Larry said that's true. Right. No, it is true. It is true. No, really. I mean, who else would watch you when you're wearing socks?
Jeez. We ain't going anywhere with this.
Good times, good times.
Yeah, it could get dirty.
What if I told you I'm commando?
Are you going commando, Larry? What's going on?
Yeah, I'm going to go. Let's go commando.
Trust me, folks. I know he doesn't go commando. And he's not the commander either.
The boys need a lot of room.
Yeah, so do the girls.
Bring in the band. Yeah,
this is disgusting.
Eric, give them the phone number to call.
818-353-1276. Help me put a lid on this thing. 818-353-1276. We come back. David Proval is going to be joining us on the PM show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. We'll be back right after this.
Hi, folks. This is Larry Manetti. And many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanacin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanacin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
Chicago, Chicago, that toddling town. Chicago, Chicago, I will show you around. I love it, bet your bottom dollar you lose the blues in Chicago, Chicago, the town that Billy Sunday couldn't shut down.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the PM show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. Across the glass from me, of course, Larry and the lovely Nancy Manetti. And guys, we're joined this hour by David Proval. Of course, he took some time out of his extremely busy schedule to join us here on the show. But before we get to David, I had a real quick question for you. This comes from one of our listeners, Larry. This is from Gary asking, David, and we'll find out from David, did you enjoy working with Telly Savalas on Kojak? So when we get David on the line, we'll find out all about that. Guys, without any further ado, David Proval, welcome to the show.
Hey, David.
Larry. Hi, Larry.
Hi, David. It's Nancy.
Yeah, a long time no see you people.
I know.
Last time I saw Larry, I think it was in Vegas. I think I was at Joey Villamay, his soul, rest in peace and be happy in heaven. Joey Villa. Yeah. And that's the last time I saw you. I think.
God rest his soul.
Joey Villa was a great comedian.
Oh.
Yeah, Joey was
a wonderful human being.
And I remember, David, do you remember he'd get his paycheck, from the casino, and whatever it was, $5,000, and he'd run. And he weighed 400 pounds. He'd waddle to the cashiers. He'd cash it. And then in 10 minutes, he'd come back ashen. I lost everything.
What a sweetheart he was.
Yeah, the last of that breed.
Yeah, last of the breed, right. How's your wife?
Right. My wife is great. She's in L.A. I'm in New York. I just closed an off-Broadway play Sunday night. I'm off-Broadway for 4 months. I've been doing an off-Broadway play, and now I'm working on Marty Scorsese's cable show, Rock and Roll. I'm working on that now.
Wow. So, tell us a little bit.
To call me about rehearsal tomorrow.
Tell us more.
Scorsese and Mick Jagger producing a big HBO show.
Oh, my God.
Bobby Cannavale, a young actor, new hot young actor. Yeah, and I got a great role. I'm working on that cable series back to HBO since The Sopranos. Last time I was at HBO was with The Sopranos. Yeah.
Oh, what
Everybody
a great
remembers
show.
that. You were wonderful in that.
Hey, I understand on The Sopranos, so you weren't cast originally for the role you played, right?
What it was that I did a Rockford Files with James Garner, another little lovely guy. That David Chase, the writer and of Sopranos, the main guy, David Chase, who wrote that show, and he wrote a character, a mob guy on Lithium. I played a mob guy on Lithium, and I found out one day, just driving to a location with David, was the beginning of Tony Soprano. That character I played was James Garner on his Rockford Files show that David Chase wrote. So later on, they had me in for David to play Tony Soprano. The great James Gandolfini did that, and they were blessed to have him. And they finally said to me, the problem is you look too right, You look like a guy we don't trust. We want a guy who looks like our next door neighbor. You look like one of those mob guys from New York. So you look too right. And that's why I didn't get the role. But they were blessed to have the great actor, Jimmy Galdafini. Great actor.
Yeah.
And wonderful.
Yeah, but you
series.
played the wonderful Richie on The Sopranos.
Richie,
which was awesome.
Richie Aprile. Everybody hated Richie.
That's okay.
We don't hate you. We love you, David.
No, I thought he was misunderstood. I thought he had a sense of humor. Nobody got a sense of humor. I thought he was a very funny guy. That's how I played him. I thought he had a sense of humor. But some people agreed with me. When people come up to me, I hated you. But I thought he was very funny, and he was a funny guy. He just told the truth.
I have to say this, though. That was all staged in Brooklyn or somewhere in Bensonhurst.
Jersey, yeah.
All right. How come nobody ate a corned beef sandwich in that whole series?
Well, we ate a lot of provolone and we ate, yeah.
I love corned beef sandwich.
You should have had a corned beef sandwich off this. I had a pastrami sandwich yesterday at the 2nd Avenue Deli in New York, and it's delicious, but I can't handle it anymore, boy. I pay for that. I pay when I have the truck. No, it's a big price. I can't handle it anymore.
Stage Deli is no more, huh?
I don't think the Stage Deli is anymore, no.
Yeah.
The 2nd Avenue Deli. New York is not the same. Everything changes. It's not the city that I grew up in and that I loved and I knew well. But everything changes. I don't want to get into that because that's a pet subject.
Hey, David, I have to ask you a question.
Well,
it says here that you were the acting coach for Eddie Murphy on 48 Hours.
Oh, wow.
Tell us about that.
That's cool.
What happened was that they called me in 1982. The Gordon Brothers was producing a movie titled 48 Hours. And they had me look at some film on this kid who was on this television show. I didn't know the kid from anywhere. And I told them, look, get Gregory Hines, because this kid can't act. I mean, he doesn't know the first thing about concentration and the kind of acting concentration it takes. And they said, we can't fire him because he's a big hit on this Saturday Night Live show. And I said, all right, send him over. And they said, okay. So one day I'm in the bedroom and Cheryl's in the kitchen, and I hear Cheryl scream, David! And I run into the living room, and there's this kid, black kid, sitting in my living room waving the TV Guide, saying, look, I made the cover of TV Guide. I didn't know who he was. And that's how the coaching began. My wife thought we were getting robbed.
That's
is that a careless thing to say? Because you're supposed to be careful nowadays. You can't say anything, But yeah, there's a black kid in the living room who thought we were getting robbed. What do I know? What?
That's funny. Well, I have a quick question. There was a show on, I think it's been on twice, and I think it's The Making of the Mob in New York. Were you on
Vinny
that?
was on it.
Who?
Vinny Pastore.
Yeah, but were you in that?
No. The play I just closed, it was me and Vinny Pastore on stage. A play called The Place Day.
I know.
Vinny and I. Vinny. Big Pussy. The character Big Pussy.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that. No, I didn't do that. No. It was, whatever it was a documentary, I think. I didn't see it. I don't know anything about it.
Well, it's the most, it's the biggest secret in history.
Well, you were also in Shawshank Redemption, The Phantom.
I've been lucky. I've been in great
4 Rooms. David, you never stop.
I stopped for a bit, and I wanted to stop for a bit because after Sopranos, you know what happened. I went right after Sopranos. I went out to Everybody Loves Raymond. So I went from the number one drama to the number one comedy on television, and that was a blessing to do that. And it was a funny character to play, a European Italiano on Raymond. But after that, you know what they do? They want you to keep repeating the same thing.
Hey, David, can you hang in with us just a little while? We got to pause for a commercial.
Do what you got to do, huh?
Guys, stick around.
Like the surprise.
Thanks, David.
Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up. David Proval joining us for the hour right here on the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. We'll be back right after this on CRN Digital Talk Radio.
Attention CRN listeners in Arizona. Now all of your mortgage needs can be handled by Advance Capital Mortgage. Looking for a reverse mortgage, refinance, new purchase, or just to streamline your FHA and HARP? Our rates are great with dozens of lending solutions. Call Advance Capital Mortgage, 855-437-8421. That's 855-437-8421. 855-437-8421. MBO 91903, MLS 716936.
Homeowners, there's never been a more affordable time to help protect your home and loved ones. You can now get a $100 Visa card from Protect Your Home, your authorized ADT dealer, with the installation of a new ADT monitored system. Call Protect Your Home today at 1-866-669-8954. That's 1-866-669-8954. Call now. 36-month monitoring contract required. General terms and conditions apply. Visit protectyourhome.com/terms.
What are you going to do with your old car? You can try selling it, you could junk it, or you could donate it to Heritage for the Blind. Your car will be towed away for free, and your donation is tax deductible. Just call 1-800-785-9618. Heritage for the Blind accepts cars, vans, trucks, and boats. It doesn't matter if your vehicle runs or not. It will be towed away for free, and you'll be supporting those that need help. Heritage for the Blind is a nonprofit organization that helps the visually impaired live fuller lives. Call right now to donate your car, and as a special thank you for calling, you'll receive a free 3-day vacation voucher to many exciting locations. Call Heritage for the Blind right now, 1-800-785-9618. Donating is easy, and your vehicle is towed away for free. Plus, you'll get a free vacation voucher. Call now, 1-800-785-9618. That's 1-800-785-9618.
Did you know that with a bachelor's degree, on average, you can make almost twice as much over a lifetime than a person with just a high school diploma? Yes! According to the U.S. Census Bureau, you can make almost twice as much. Going back to college is now easier than ever. There are select online colleges that provide laptops to their students. In fact, there are thousands of college programs on your laptop. You can go to college anywhere and everywhere right from a laptop. Call My College Laptop and you can find hundreds of programs from accredited colleges and universities nationwide. Start a new career in law enforcement, business, information technology, healthcare, and hundreds of others. Call My College Laptop to find an online college that will provide you with a laptop. In no time at all, you can double your earning potential. Double your earning potential. Call now. 1-800-582-7531. That's 800-582-7531. 800-582-7531.
Welcome back, everybody. It's the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. David Proval joining us here for the hour. If you missed any portion of the show, go to crntalk.com and download archives of all your favorite shows. And David, we did get that question from listener Gary Collins asking, did you enjoy working with Telly Savalas on Kojak? What was that like?
Telly, that was the first episode of Kojak. The first number one episode.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow.
He had done a movie of the week, a Marcus Filthy trials of this time. But this was the first episode of Kojak. And so he, when my memory serves me right, was delight. And he's very funny because what he had to do was he had to pick me up and cradle me in his arms. I'm a dead cop who's been held hostage in this place. And I was carrying around about at least 25, 30 pounds too much at the time. And he picked me up and he screamed at the crew, you had to cast a gorilla for this role. And I'll never stand up straight again. And he was great. I remember him writing me a letter after the show, wishing me all the best, and that he felt I had a future as an actor. It was very sweet. I don't think in any other, I don't know how many episodic television shows I've done over the years. I don't know. They had me for like 104 or something like that on IMDb. But, you know, he wrote me a letter. I don't remember anybody else ever doing that and telling me he wishes me the best and thinks I have a future. So that's what I remember about Telly Savalas.
Well, Telly Savalas was one of the sweetest, most knowledgeable actors. He was just phenomenal. And what I loved is that he had George, his brother, on the show, too.
Yeah.
That was the sweetest thing.
Cracker!
Yes, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
And he's very popular in Las Vegas. I know that much.
Oh, yeah,
He
absolutely.
knew how to gamble. Yeah.
Oh,
He knew
yeah.
how to gamble.
Joey Bella's partner.
And Kevin Dobson was on the show, too. He's a good friend of
Oh,
ours.
I remember Kevin. Yeah, he was on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sweet memory for me. And you know, also the show, Harvey Keitel, the actor Harvey Keitel.
Yeah.
He was also on the show, yeah.
He was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Yeah. David, I want to ask you something that I don't think anybody knows. How did you get hooked into this business?
Into the what?
Into the business of acting.
How did you first start out? Did you start out?
Well, you know, I got a quick story. I love telling this story. I've always wanted to be an actor, secretly in my heart, ever since I can crystallize my first thoughts about, you know, when I was a kid going to the theater and going to the movies, and we all did it. We looked up and there was, what's his name, Jeff Chandler, Tony Curtis, all those great actors, the ones I loved on the screen, and Marlon Brando, of course, great influence, and every actor, good actor. Well, what I remember clearly is that a teacher in the 7th grade, Mr. Moody, a wonderful African-American man, a wonderful guy, had black hair, said to me, you know, Proval, you're the class clown. And I wrote a play. It was an American propaganda play. I'm going to tell you real fast, Larry. It's a very funny story. And he said, I want you to play the lead in this play and get up in the auditorium and do this speech. And the speech was, my name is Ivanovich Kolonovich. I run a prison camp for all, you know, like that. And I looked down, and all my buddies are sitting in the audience. Jerry Pizzucillo, Joe Adamo, Label Goldstein. They're all sitting there, you know, they're laughing. And I said, oh, and look, I got to do something. So I said, my name is Ivanovich Kolonovich Filterfish. And I got a tremendous laugh. I come off stage, and the teacher says to me, did you say, I didn't write gefilte fish. Proval, did you say gefilte fish? And I said, absolutely not, Mr. Lee. The next day I had to do it again, and I repeated the same thing the next day. You know what he said to me? He said, you have an incurable authority problem. You have to be an actor when you have to consider theater as very seriously for a while because you're an actor. And he said that to me in the 7th grade, and I'll never forget that. Later, I did a movie Nunzio at Universal Studios, and I got a postcard from him. Proval, keep up the good work, Mr. Moody. So the teachers about life.
That's fantastic.
Well, absolutely.
That's a great freaking story.
Yeah. Actually, I just got very emotional telling that story.
Oh,
man.
I got lumpy in my throat.
David, we love you.
We love you, and thank you so much for being with us.
Happy gefilte fish.
Thank you, David. God bless.
God bless you both.
God bless you.
There you go. There goes David Proval. Thank you so much for joining us. If you missed any portion of this interview, go to crntalk.com. Download it all right there at the homepage. crntalk.com. Click on the left-hand side where it says the PM Show with the Manettis. We'll be back right after this.
You're experiencing pain, back pain, shoulder, elbow, or hand pain, pain from a sports injury. If so, schedule a visit with Dr. Michael Sheps, the leading expert in laser therapy for pain management. Call 310-873-4422 or go to drsheps.com. Experience Epic T, the breakthrough laser therapy system that Dr. Sheps developed to make you pain-free in less time. Laser therapy is a non-invasive, safe, and effective in-office procedure that penetrates deep into your skin without damaging the tissue. It perfectly targets areas of pain to promote fast, natural healing. Relax your muscles, ease muscle spasms, joint stiffness, and arthritis pain while increasing blood circulation. For over 25 years, Dr. Sheps has helped Olympic athletes and sports enthusiasts alike get back in the game. Schedule your visit with Dr. Sheps at his Brentwood office in California. Call 310-873-4422 or visit drsheps.com. That's DRSHEPS.com. 310-873-4422.
Are you nearing eligibility for Medicare benefits? Then you know now is an important time in your life. Medicare benefits can be a complicated puzzle. You don't want to overpay for your Medicare coverage or get the wrong plan. Let Health Markets Insurance Agency help you. With one free phone call, a licensed insurance agent will help you select a Medicare plan that's right for you and your budget. If you're becoming eligible for Medicare, call today and learn how to get the most out of your benefits.
800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
Health Markets Insurance Agency is the DBA or assumed name of InSphere Insurance Solutions, Inc., which is an authorized insurance agency in all 50 states and the District of Columbia. Not all agents are licensed to sell all products. Service and product availability varies by state.
Call 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960. 800-793-1960.
CRN listeners, when you come to Southern California, stop by a great restaurant, the Dresden Restaurant at 1760 North Vermont Avenue in Hollywood. Enjoy great entertainment, like the music of the legendary Marty and Elaine at the world-famous Dresden Restaurant. The Dresden was the location for the making of the movie Swingers. Now you can swing with stars Marty and Elaine. Plus, enjoy great food, too, like French onion soup, artichoke hearts, and many other great appetizers. Seafood? There's salmon, shrimp scampi, New Zealand orange roughy, halibut, Lake Superior whitefish, and specialties like veal marsala, piccata, and parmigiana. Plus, we've got a great roast rack of lamb, chicken piccata, and cordon bleu, and pasta dishes, too. Steaks? Filet, New York, Chateaubriand for two. Much more, too, including pork chops, prime rib of beef, and an incredibly extra large cut of prime rib. It's the Dresden Restaurant, open for lunch Monday through Saturday and dinner Monday through Sunday. Check us out at 1760 North Vermont Avenue or call 323-665-4294.
Hi, I'm Larry Manetti from Magnum PI. Remember me? I played Rick. And over the years, I've been asked so many times to republish my book, Aloha Magnum, which is a 5-star hit. Well, folks, I did it. If you want to see the behind-the-scenes episodes and all the naughty things that went on Magnum PI, you go to the internet and punch up LarryManetti.com, and Aloha Magnum is there at your reach. I thank you for your loyalty. Take care, folks.
Geico applauds your inner road name.
A slow clap goes out to your biker alter ego. You might be mild-mannered Michael in the office, the guy known for raising his hand in meetings, but out on the open road, it's Motor Mike. Geico supports you and your bike, Motor Mike, because beyond cars, Geico insures motorcycles. Those glorious vroom-vroom machines. With 24/7 customer service and great rates, the only thing you'll be raising from now on is a heck of a good time. So head out on the highway and make that road yours, Mike. Make it yours.
Geico Motorcycle. See how much you could save.
Welcome back, everybody, to the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti and some ragtime sounds for you. We just got off the line with David Proval. Be sure to check out the website, download archives of all that. And, of course, look for him in coming up. A lot of stuff coming up here. We got Shark Skin, Los Angeles, Lily of the Feast, The Legacy of Avril Kite, Dakota. I mean, man, he is just lining them up and knocking them down. So keep an eye out on David Proval. And, of course, a good friend of the gang, Larry and Nancy Manetti, back again with you. And I know we got some great recipes, some celebrity birthdays, and, of course, your emails and messages as they come in. And you know what, Nancy, on that note, yes. I actually got a question for Larry. It looks like, Larry, what do you miss most from Magnum PI? What do you when you think back about Magnum PI, what brings back those fond memories?
The paycheck.
Oh, stop it.
Yeah.
That's not
I mean,
nice.
listen,
He's getting old, folks.
When a show is good, it's good. And when people walk up and say, how's TC, how's Higgins, and they mention all the characters by name, you know that you're really something, because in my heart, Magnum will be around forever. It's an iconic hit. And no matter where any of us go, we're labeled under that roof.
Yeah, it's really nice.
I'm Rick, and, as far as I'm concerned...
You're very blessed.
Yeah, Selleck will always be Magnum.
And how about those girls on the beach, Larry?
They'll always be invisible.
Good answer.
Yeah. But, actually, they had a mirror there. And
You're so full of chitlins.
I looked out and I couldn't see nothing.
Please. I remember when your sister came to Hawaii. And we went out to dinner. And all these girls kept coming up to you and saying, "Oh, Larry, I love you. How are you?" And your sister turned to me and said, "Nancy, doesn't that drive you crazy? How can you stand it?" I said, "You know what? They all wish they were me." It's a compliment.
That's right,
yeah,
absolutely.
And it's
absolutely,
true.
Yeah.
It's really true.
Yeah. Right.
All right, Eric.
All right, Eric, thanks. You just got me in trouble.
No, honey, you could never be in trouble with me.
Oh.
I lie. Oh, God.
Hey, listen, I have to jump in on this because, folks, if you're listening and you live in the Phoenix, Arizona area, Advanced Capital Mortgage is the place for you to go. If you're looking for a reverse mortgage, refinancing, a new purchase, if you want to streamline an FHA or a HARP, their rates are the best. And not only that, I personally know the family, and I guarantee from my mouth that you will find a friend, and they won't stop until they help you. Now, I don't take on people with sponsorships because as far as I'm concerned, it's poof. But in this instance, Nancy and I went through living hell with different places, and I can tell you now, if you're pulling your hair out, go with Advanced Capital Mortgage at 855-437-8421. Get your pen. I'm doing it again. 855-437-8421.
The Barrick family, they are wonderful. I'm going to tell you, we went through this. We jumped through hoops. It is just horrendous. So call them, please.
Yeah.
They're very open to listening, and they will find a solution for you.
That's it. Okay, Eric, you're on.
Eric, I have
all right, let's do it.
I have a trivia question for you and Larry.
All right, here we go.
And whoever wins, I don't know what they get, but they get something. Okay, both of you, listen to this. Say 50 words that do not contain the letter A.
We don't have time.
Whoa.
Are you nuts? What's wrong with you? Were you dropped when you were little?
No, I'm very smart.
50
That's the problem.
words?
You don't understand me.
Oh, my God. Eric.
Eric, can you think of them?
Can I
50
think of
words will be our year.
That don't contain the letter A.
50 words.
That don't contain the letter A.
50 words.
Yes.
50 words.
Yes.
I just said it, 50 words.
No. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14,
Oh, my goodness.
How do you like that?
Thank you, Milton Berle.
There you go.
I got you.
Unbelievable. You got me. You definitely got me. Absolutely.
I know. That's a good trivia question.
Absolutely. We're going to keep that one carried over for our next few shows, I'm thinking. But I do have another question for you, Larry. Larry, have you ever been to Molokai? And if so, do you have any trips, any places to go that you suggest to our good buddy Adam Flowers?
Molokai, no. In fact,
we never went there.
That's the island of leprosy.
Yeah, but I really wanted to go there.
Yeah, and
Larry wouldn't let me.
No, you know what? I don't know if it was because of leprosy that kept me away. I don't remember.
Yeah, but the leprosy that's there
it's
now,
gone now. But
it's dry leprosy and it's not contagious.
Yeah. So what was that island that we went to with our son?
We went to Maui a lot.
Oh, beautiful Maui.
The other one. There was another
Lanai.
one. Was it Lanai? I can't remember. But any
he's getting old.
Any of the islands in Hawaii.
Kauai.
Yeah,
that's
Kauai. Yeah, that's the island.
Kauai is gorgeous.
That is really cool.
That's where they filmed Jurassic Park, by the way, everybody.
Yeah, but make sure that it's clear now.
You mean no dinosaurs?
No, they'll be eaten off the beach. No, but the thing is that when we were there, they had no televisions, no phones. So, I mean, it was very, very peaceful. And I'll tell you a little story. We were there on the beach, and the president of Universal Studios was about 10 feet away, lying in the sand with an umbrella, and my kid comes flying down the beach and steps on his face. And he's my boss and signs my checks, and I just said, Mr. Wasserman, I'm sorry. Anyway, thank you.
Oh, Lorenzo was so cute then. He was adorable. No, Kauai is a wonderful, wonderful place. It does rain a lot, but it is absolutely gorgeous.
Twang your magic twanger, Froggy.
I guess they also have a canyon on Kauai that's about a quarter the size of the Grand Canyon. It's spectacular.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's really spectacular.
Guys, stick around. More great stuff coming up. Celebrity birthdays, recipes, your email messages, and so much more right here on the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. We'll be back right after this message.
Located in the heart of Maui's premier resort, Kaanapali Beach Hotel is officially recognized as Hawaii's most Hawaiian hotel and the #1 best value in Hawaii. With a range of accommodations and affordable dining options, this is the ideal setting to turn Hawaiian dreams into lifelong memories. Live Hawaiian entertainment every evening, free year-round children's programs, weekly arts and crafts fairs, welcome breakfast, and departure kukui ceremonies add to the value. Swim in the whale-shaped pool, indulge in the fabulous spa and hotel salon. Enjoy Hawaiian hospitality at its best at the Kaanapali Beach Hotel. Call 800-262-8450 or go to kbhmaui.com. That's kbhmaui.com. Aloha. Kaanapali Beach Hotel, Maui's Hawaiian
Hotel. Hi, folks. This is Larry Manetti. And many of you out there suffer from skin problems. Well, I've been telling you for months how to solve that problem. It's called Herpanicin. It's the most unique and effective formula on the market. It cleans your skin from the inside out. It gets rid of all kinds of acne on your back, your neck, your face, so you can feel and you could look like a movie star. Herpanicin is a natural supplement. It was created by Dr. Wayne Diamond and his staff, and trust me, this really works. I've been on these supplements for over a year now and never had a problem. There is no reason in the world to wake up and be afraid to look in the mirror. You trust Larry. Just try it. Call 888-467-4200. 888-467-4200.
Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it. Nice and easy does it every time. Like the man says, one more time.
Welcome back, everybody. The PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti over there across the glass. And we are taking your calls, 818-353-1276, 818-353-1276. And just got off the line with David Proval. Be sure to check out our archives and listen to that show and catch up with all the great things that David's been doing. And, of course, Nancy, we have celebrity birthdays, recipes, and so much more. Where do you want to go next?
All right, let's do celebrity birthdays. How's that?
Yeah, it sounds like fun.
Okay, so if it's your birthday this week, we want to wish you the very, very best. We have rock star Huey Lewis, Catherine Irby, actress. I love her on Law & Order Criminal Intent. Singer-actress Della Reese, Ned Beatty, and to our co-conspirator, Fred Dreyer.
Oh, yeah.
Happy birthday, Fred. Sylvester Stallone, comedian Kevin Hart, rapper 50 Cent, actress Georgia Fox, who I love on CSI for many years, and our dear, dear friend, wonderful, absolutely phenomenal singer, Steve Lawrence. Happy birthday, Steve.
Hey.
And let's see, what have we got? Jeffrey Tambor, Angelica Houston, and Tab Hunter, who I fell in love with when I was very young. Tom Hanks, who I absolutely adore. Brian Dennehy, Kelly McGillis, gorgeous, sexy Sofia Vergara, and Bonnie Pointer from the Pointer Sisters. Great, great music. And Richie Sambora of Bon Jovi. We wish you all a happy birthday.
God bless you all.
Hey, happy birthday. Yeah, what a great time. Yeah.
And I have to tell Larry that we got a letter here from the United States Bankruptcy Court, Larry. And, it's from my first cousin, Louise DeCarl Adler.
Oh, boy. Oh, she pulled a prank on me.
She's a judge. Yeah. And she sent me these old pictures. It is so fabulous of me growing up. She came across them, and she's a fabulous judge. And all different pictures of Larry's birthday, my birthday, me growing up. It's phenomenal. Louise, if you're listening, I can't thank you enough, honey.
Yeah, and if I get pinched, make sure you fix it.
No, and if Larry
kind of judge is she?
If Larry goes into bankruptcy, help.
Oh, she's that kind of a judge.
Yeah. But I thought that was so cool. Thank you
cool.
so much.
Okay.
It's like your heart kind of drops when you first see the envelope, right?
Yeah. Hey, Eric, you know me. I thought I was going to die.
Oh, boy, here we go.
There's something I don't know about. Anyway, I want to give, also I want to say farewell to Jerry Weintraub. He was a wonderful producer, wonderful man, and we lost him the other day. And Jerry Weintraub was a producer that started way back promoting Elvis Presley concerts. That's how long he's been along. And he has just been a fabulous producer, and we will all miss him.
Yeah.
Now let's move on to some recipes.
Yeah.
I have a tip for cupcakes. You know how when you get a cupcake or you make one, everybody bites into it and the frosting goes into their face, or you get all frosting and no cake, and that's a bummer. So what I suggest is you peel off the paper from the cupcake and then pull off from the bottom about a quarter of the cake, put that on top, and now you have like an Oreo cupcake. So you get a bite of frosting and cake all at the same time.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
That sounds neat.
Yeah, kids would love that.
Oh.
Also, I want to tell everybody there's nothing better for steaks, sandwiches, or an antipasto platter than roasted peppers. And everybody thinks you have to buy them in a jar, but you really don't.
Which are impossible to find.
Well, impossible to find really good ones, too. So what you want to do is take any pepper, whether it's green, yellow, red, throw it on the grill, but you got to coat it really well with olive oil first, right, Larry?
Yeah.
You throw it on the grill, and you let the skin blacken. You really want to char it. If you don't have a barbecue, you absolutely can put it on your stovetop and put it right on the fire of your gas stove, and that'll blacken it too. When it's blackened, you dump it in an ice bath, which is just ice and water. Let it sit there for a while, and that will help you remove the skin. When it's been there for a while, you rub the blackened skin off with a paper towel and discard it. Then you can slice it and take the seeds out, cut it up, and pour over it a little olive oil, pepper, salt, and vinegar. It will keep in your refrigerator for up to 1 month. Great with steaks, great on sandwiches, whatever you like. So those are roasted peppers made easy.
They're delicious.
Oh.
They are.
Oh. Guys,
Are you in heaven?
Yeah, I'm in heaven right now. We're going to take a break. I'm going to go dry up this slobber coming off my lips here, guys. I'm so hungry. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, more of your emails, more great stuff here on the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. And your phone calls, 818-353-1276, 818-353-1276. We'll be back right after this.
Medical bills can add up, but you may be able to pay less. Ask your doctor for a discount. According to the AARP Bulletin, over 60% of those who do get a yes. Check your medical bills. 8 out of 10 contain errors. Lowering how much you pay for meds is possible, too. If you're taking a brand-name drug, check the drug maker's website. Sometimes it offers coupons or discount cards. My husband got one med for 50% less. Next, enroll in your employer's flexible spending account. Then you can pay eligible out-of-pocket health care expenses with pre-tax dollars, lowering what you owe on tax day. Keep track of all medical expenses. In a year when things really add up, itemize. You may lower your taxes this way. Call your doctors and pharmacy if you need to get totals you paid for the year. For more ways to save, check out the AARP Bulletin online at aarp.org. I'm Aileen Ellis. That's Primetime Focus, brought to you by AARP.
Homeowners, now is the season to be thinking about your roof, because all it takes is one storm to turn a small roof problem into a major leak. If it's time for a new roof, call Sears at 888-465-9720. You can save $500 if you call right now. Sears licensed, fully insured contractors can get your roofing job done right. Just call 888-465-9720. Sears has a variety of shingles and styles that are built for long-lasting performance, and you'll save $500 if you call now. So call Sears for a free and home consultation at 888-465-9720. Hurry, offer ends soon. Not available in all areas. Installation provided by Sears authorized licensed contractors. License information available upon request. That's Sears Roofing. Call right now and save $500. Call 888-465-9720. 888-465-9720. Call Sears now and get that roof repaired. Call 888-465-9720.
Hi, I'm Larry Manetti from Magnum PI. Remember me? I played Rick. And over the years, I've been asked so many times to republish my book, Aloha Magnum, which is a 5-star hit. Well, folks, I did it. If you want to see the behind-the-scenes episodes and all the naughty things that went on Magnum PI, you go to the internet and punch up LarryManetti.com, and Aloha Magnum is there at your reach. I thank you for your loyalty. Take care, folks.
Attention CRN listeners in Arizona. Now all of your mortgage needs can be handled by Advance Capital Mortgage. Looking for a reverse mortgage, refinance, new purchase, or just to streamline your FHA and HARP? Our rates are great with dozens of lending solutions. Call Advance Capital Mortgage, 855-437-8421. That's 855-437-8421. 855-437-8421. MBO 91903, MLS 716936.
Welcome back, everybody. The final segment of this, the PM Show with Larry and Nancy Manetti. And so glad you guys could join us here for the final segment. And I know we do we have any more recipes to hit, Nancy?
I do. How much time do we have?
We have about 4 minutes.
Oh, I can do it.
Yay.
All right, let's hit it.
Steamed mussels and clams.
Oh, boy.
And you can use both or one or whatever you want. Anyway, what you got to do is get a nice heavy skillet, and you put in some olive oil to coat the bottom, dice up some onions, about 10 cloves of garlic, very importante, And you want to let that cook down a little bit. When it does, get some really flavorful tomatoes. Cut those up, seed them, and cut them up into little tiny pieces. And then you want to season all of this with a quarter stick of butter, Italian seasoning, salt, pepper, red pepper if you want it a little spicy, a chicken bouillon cube, there's your secret, granulated garlic, and you let that cook down a little bit. And then what you do is you add the white wine. You want like a Pinot Grigio. You don't have to spend $25 a bottle, people. There's cheaper Pinot Grigios out there. Let that cook for about 2 minutes. Then you throw in your clams and mussels. And here's the tip. You don't need a cover for your pot. Take a piece of tin foil, put it right over the pot, and that will steam the mussels and clams.
That'll make the mussels and clams open
up,
right?
yeah. And believe me, and listen, if they don't open, throw them out.
Yeah, but don't you think that they should raise the flame a little bit so that the heat can be more intense to open up the mussels and the clams?
Well, if you need more heat to open up, go right ahead. I don't think you do, but that's fine.
Well, you're not a clam, and I'm the mussel. Never mind.
Anyway, so there you go. And I would make a little pasta on the side, and you throw the mussels and clams over the pasta, and man, is that good.
Well, you really have two dinners. You got linguine and clams, and you got mussels and clams, and with the pasta, that's a great touch.
You are so smart, my darling.
Yes, I thought so.
God, am I blessed to be married to you.
Yes, I know. How close, hey, Eric, how close are we to finish? Because it's post time.
Well, I wanted to give our good buddy Gary a real quick chance to give a shout out. I did give the phone number out, so I want to make sure we got him. Gary, really quickly, what's your question for Larry and Nancy?
Larry, Nancy, I have a question. Dilla Reese had a birthday yesterday. Were you friends with her?
No, but
No.
I'm a fan of hers.
Very, very wonderful lady, great actress.
Yeah.
Listen, I want to tell everybody to go to LarryManetti.com, get your Aloha Magnum book, and it's fabulous. Also, recipes, episode guide, and fabulous pictures. My husband wrote the funniest book. You'll love it. Anyway, go to LarryManetti.com. There's also photos there that you can purchase, and even a photo of the whole Black Sheep Squadron. It's wonderful.
The Black Sheep Squadron, right.
Yeah.
All right.
And folks, sleep warm, don't drink and drive.
And don't text and drive.
And love your country. God bless America.
God bless America, and we love you all. Please, keep listening. We love hearing from you.
Take care.
Thank you so much.
Froggy says bye. I love you. Twang your magic twanger, Froggy.
I kiss I. Froggy loves you.
Enjoying all your favorite CRN programming is easier than ever. It's right on your TV, through your local cable provider, and on the web at crntalk.com. But when you're on the move, stuck in a plane, train, or in your car, catch up on all the shows you missed. Or listen live to your favorites. Download our CRN app from your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Just search for CRN Digital Talk Radio. Or search for your favorite CRN shows on apps like iTunes, iHeartRadio, Stitcher, TuneIn Radio, AHA Radio, uTunes, and Nobex. Now you have access to all of our great shows anywhere in the world and the ability to be part of them by calling our toll-free studio line at 800-336-2225. For more information on where and how to listen, log on to crntalk.com and create your own listening experience today.
The radio channels. The radio channels. CRN.
With SRN News, I'm Keith Peters in Washington. Defense Secretary Ashton Carter defends President Obama's strategy to defeat ISIS despite skepticism from some top senators.
Secretary Carter tells members of the Senate Armed Services Committee that sending in more U.S. troops is not the answer.
The strategy is for defeating ISIL on the ground in Syria and Iraq is to train and then enable local forces.
Alabama Republican Jeff Sessions says it's taking too long.
We've been training them for nearly a decade.
The hearing comes as ISIS continues to gain ground in Iraq and Syria, while simultaneously expanding its influence in the Middle East, Africa, and parts of Central Asia. Linda Kenyon, SRN News, Capitol Hill.
Also at SRNnews.com, a right-to-die bill has been shelved in the California legislature. The bill, inspired by the media attention surrounding Brittany Maynard, a 29-year-old woman who had brain cancer and moved to Oregon to legally end her life there, was an attempt by advocates to add California to the list of states with so-called right-to-die laws. Randy Thomason of Save California tells SRN News we should never promote suicide as the answer to life's problems.
This message should never be taught to children or young people, and we should never hold up someone who has promoted death as the media darling.
Officials are asking whether the city of San Francisco's so-called sanctuary laws may have been partly responsible for the murder of a 32-year-old woman on July 1st. An illegal immigrant with multiple felony convictions and an outstanding drug warrant is accused in the death of Catherine Steinley as she was sightseeing with her father along a popular local pier. The accused, Francisco Sanchez, was in court today being held on $5 million bond. On Wall Street, the Dow by 93 points, the Nasdaq rose 6. This is SRN News.
Did you know that as early as 40 years old, your body produces up to 50% less nitric oxide? It's impossible to have a healthy cardiovascular system without sufficient levels of nitric oxide. Nitric oxide is so critical to your circulation that its discovery won a Nobel Prize in 1998. Now you can test your own nitric oxide levels with a free saliva test kit when you try Neo 40 Fast Melt Lozenges. With Neo 40, you get the same clinically researched benefits for your heart, blood pressure, energy, and stamina. The natural lozenges activate nitric oxide in your body in about 20 minutes, so you feel revitalized fast. It's doctor recommended because it works. Try your first 30-day supply of Neo 40 absolutely free. Just cover the small cost of shipping and processing. Plus, get the free test kit to prove it works. Call 800-996-2780, 800-996-2780, or online at tryneo40.com.
Biologists are trying to find the reason thousands of nesting birds have abandoned Seahorse Key off of Florida's Gulf Coast.
The blue herons, snow egrets, pelicans, and other birds left the island all at once in May. U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service biologist Vic Doig says what used to be the biggest bird colony on Florida's Gulf Coast is now a dead zone. Scientists have found no indication that disease, contaminants, or predators are to blame. Biologists also don't know how the disappearance will affect the island's other animals, some of which rely on the birds to survive.
SRN's Jeremy House reporting. The world's largest Baptist university has dropped specific references to homosexual acts from its sexual conduct policy. The Baylor University's policy now only specifies that physical sexual intimacy is to be expressed in the context of marital fidelity. University administrators presented a proposal to make the policy apply equally to all students, faculty, and staff. This is SRN News. The House has easily passed legislation to provide more military equipment to Jordan for the fight against ISIS.
Virginia Democrat Gerald Connolly.
For the next 3 years, the bill would treat Jordan as a NATO member.
Speeding up congressional approval of weapons transfers to Jordan, Florida's Ileana Ross-Leitonen.
Congress must do everything that we can to help our friends defend themselves and defeat the scourge of terror.
The legislation sailed through the House on a voice vote. It now goes to the Senate.
SRN's Wally Hines reporting. Experts believe a surge in heroin use over the past decade has been driven by people switching from opioid painkillers to cheaper heroin. A federal report released today shows the number of heroin users jumped by nearly 300,000 over a decade. Most of the increase occurred among whites. Use seemed to level off in other racial and ethnic groups. More details at srnnews.com. I'm Keith Peters.
Hi, I'm Joan London, and if you're worried about your parent or a loved one living alone like I was, and you want reliable senior care information, then call A Place for Mom, the nation's largest senior living referral service. You'll get free information on assisted living, Alzheimer's care, nursing homes, even important financial information.
They had obviously researched every place, not just given me names.
Really? Yeah.
They found me a place for what she could afford, and it was magnificent.
We're now very confident that she's safe, and they just helped every step of the way, and I can't thank them enough.
So if you're struggling to find reliable senior living information, call A Place for Mom. This is a free service, and you can trust them to help you.
If you're struggling to find reliable senior living information for your mom or dad, then call or go online to get the free help you need during this turbulent time. Call now, 800-471-5173, 800-471-5173.
Oh, CRN listeners, this is Michael Horn inviting you to join me and